Hello, I'm Joe Yates, a member of the Run Center team. Many visitors who come to the Run Center are visiting for the first time. When they do that, we like to give them a tour of the facility, and I'm going to give you some of my tips and tricks on giving a good tour. There are two important facets to giving a tour. First is the content, that's the factual information that you're going to pass along. The other is the presentation, the style, how you go about actually presenting that information. Now, with the content, one of the things that you should keep in mind is for some of the larger features of the Run Center, you shouldn't attempt to cover the entire thing. Give them some basic overview and tell them about one or two items on that particular feature, and then recommend that they revisit it once the tour is over if they want to explore on their own. Another item that is important is that you should pay attention to your visitor. If they look at their watch, if they are looking away, or otherwise sending you signals that they're in a hurry, you can edit down how much of the content you present. You don't have to tell them about every single feature on every given tour. Okay? Now, in terms of presentation, you're going to see a sample tour that I'll conduct for you, and it will include my style, the way I do things. If you try to just imitate me, you're not going to do a good job, because I am the best me that I can be. You should bring yourself to the tour. Whatever your style is, however you want to present that, as long as it's enthusiastic and positive, that's a good way to present it. But be yourself, okay? You can be the best self you can be. You can't be the best imitation of anyone else. Welcome to the Run Center. I'm Joe. Have you visited the Run Center before? Can I give you a brief tour? Great. We're going to start right over here with the New York Roadrunner History Wall. This is the New York Roadrunners History Wall. New York Roadrunners has been around for more than 60 years, and over that time, we've seen a lot of changes. We have the timeline, which highlights some of the biggest changes that have taken place, and there's also a whole collection of memorabilia that you can look at when you have a chance. All right, our next stop, New York Roadrunners has a very important partner in New Balance. They support our events throughout the year. One of the most wonderful forms of support that they offer is through the One for You, One for Youth program. For every pair of shoes people buy at the New Balance Run Hub, they donate a pair of shoes to the youth in our Rising New York Roadrunners program. This helps youth get moving and find the joys of running and other forms of movement. New York Roadrunners is active throughout the 5 boroughs. As you can see on our stylized map of New York City with all 5 boroughs, we have events and activities going on widely. In addition to our local events, there's also the Rising New York Roadrunners programs, which occur at schools throughout the United States. This is the Run Center's famous green wall. I say famous because oftentimes people will want to use it as a background to their photographs when they visit the Run Center. And why not? It's awesome. Here we have what is like a giant tablet. If you touch any place on the screen, you'll get an option menu. You can look at course maps, the event calendar, race results. If you've done any of the New York Roadrunner racing events, you'll find yourself in there, and some information about New York Roadrunners. The event calendar is especially important because it includes a whole collection of events that occur here at the Run Center. Many of these events, in fact, the vast majority of them, are free. You just need to sign up for them. And as you see, we have stretching, we have running classes. There's even a self-defense class for runners. So feel free to explore that when you have an opportunity. Okay, moving along. Up here, we have what we refer to as the runner bar. The helpful folks, and you'll see one of them helping one of our runners right now, they do things like distributing bibs and also helping runners with questions they may have about their accounts with New York Road Runners, about events that come up, all sorts of good stuff. All right behind you to this side, we have our hydration station. As most people know, hydration is very important, and we have water fountains here. Now, if you have a water bottle to take with you, you may have used the tilting method to try using one of these. That doesn't work very well. You never can get the water bottle completely filled. But there's a solution. Right up here, we have our water bottle filler. You just put your bottle in there, hold it in, and you're good to completely fill your bottle. Last but not least, we haven't forgotten our furry four-legged visitors. We have a bowl for them to use. If you're well hydrated, you're going to need to use the restroom on a regular basis, and we have 3 of them right here. 2 of them are wheelchair accessible, and 1 also has a baby changing table inside. That's important if you're bringing along your little one during your visit to the Run Center. Let's move along to our medal display. Behind me is 40 years plus of New York City Marathon medals. There's a great collection of interesting artwork on these medals that you can explore at your leisure. One thing that people generally notice is the very first medals are fairly small, while the later medals get larger. I hope this trend doesn't continue indefinitely, otherwise people are going to need wheelbarrows to take their medal home after the New York City Marathon. One of our longtime partners is Gatorade. They have a display in which you can explore different aspects of hydration and fueling. You can check that out when you have a chance. As we move farther along, we have a video display. Our video screens here are used for multiple purposes. Right now you can see some of the photos that are coming up on social media. When we have some presentations, for example, information on how to approach an upcoming race, the course strategy, they will use this video wall to show all the attendees how to do well in the race. Right here we have a set of lockers. Many visitors to the Run Center love to run in Central Park, and when they visit, they can make use of the lockers. Now, these are programmable digital locks, so you don't have to bring a padlock, and they are available while the Run Center is open. We open from 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. through 8 p.m. on Saturday, and on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. Finally, you may need to change clothes. When runners are visiting to run in Central Park, they don't always wear their running gear on their travels. So we have changing rooms available right here. There are 2 on this side that are standard size and 1 farther down on the left that is wheelchair accessible. Now here is an area we call our 5 borough steps. Each of the sections is named for one of New York City's 5 boroughs. This is a gathering place for individuals and groups to meet prior to heading out for runs. And we also have presenters with people seated here. They will make use of those video screens and present the information to the group. Our technology is wonderful, but the batteries don't last nearly as long as we would like. Fortunately, we have charging stations here at the Run Center. You can plug your phone in. There are a number of different connectors and top your battery up before you head out. And finally, we have up above the borough steps, the New Balance Run Hub. Our full name is the New York Road Runners Run Center, featuring the New Balance Run Hub. This is the New Balance Run Hub. You'll find shoes, you'll find apparel, and you'll find running-related accessories. Remember, there is content, and then there is the presentation, the style that you present that content. With content, you can edit. If your visitor has an appointment or otherwise appears that they need to go, edit it down to just a few features. That's up to you. But in all your edits, please make sure to include New Balance. They are an important partner and you want to give them some love. And in terms of presentation, bring you to the tour. Relax. Try to have fun with it. If you have fun, you will be enjoying it. The visitor will enjoy your tour, and you will be a Run Center tour meister. Happy tour guiding.